All right, I believe Pritchard said we're in Singapore now. Some warehouse. Apparently, as our buddy Quinn, quote unquote, informed us, the boat that brought us here was sailing to Megan. So, let's see if we can find Megan, or at least someone on her team, so that we can eventually find Megan. Who else is on her team? Well, not Sevchenko. Oy. That's gonna suck, breaking that news to Megan. Alright, let's see. Megan this, Megan that, Megan. Let's see, where am I going? Oh, right, this is big. This is huge, a big place. Search for sign of Megan's team, days of tracking down clues, and I finally end up here in a top secret facility in Singapore. Seems like a good place for someone to stash Seraph's scientists, but I won't know for sure until I search the compound and find some sign of them. Disable the signal jammer. According to Pritchard, no GPL signals are even broadcasting from this facility, not even mine. Must be a jamming device somewhere. If I get a chance, I should probably disable it. Yeah, my personal priority is to disable that jammer. That can only help going forward. I can't let Jensen's one-track mind for barreling headfirst with no periphery toward what he believes is Megan's rescue, or what he believes will lead him to finding me. I can't let Jensen's haste stop me here from doing what I think is going to be the best course going forward. Okay. Security 5. I don't have that augmentation yet. Hack. Yeah, don't have that. And I'm very far from that, in fact. But look what we have. Pop! Oh, it is nice to have my gear back. Revolver, ammo cap, upgrade. Is there anything I can even do with this? No, I can't. It's taking up space. A lot of this is just taking up space. Do I have any praxis for completing that previous mission? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I did not realize when picking up my gear, I must have grabbed all 18. There is no way. You are kidding me with this. Well, get my hacking stuff back. Oh, yes. Sprint faster. Land from any height safely. More inventory space, all the inventory space. There was something else, right, the rebreather, to protect myself against gas. Sprinting for longer. 5 praxis, let's not go too far. I didn't have something else up here. Right, fortify. Let's not forget fortify. That's colossal. That does such a good job for me. All right, and maybe the rebreather here, leaving 2 praxis points for, I don't know. Think we can start going tank. Start making myself a little bit more. Well, and we got the energy that we still got to worry about. Recharge upgrade, another battery. Okay, quick fucking save. I had no idea I had 18 praxis available to me. That's so good. Oh, I could have gotten up through here, huh? I didn't have to use one of my unlocking devices. I could have just zip. Something like that. There's crates around here I could use, right? Anyway, I could have gotten up there just like that, but yeah, no need to worry about that right now. Here's the crates. You could have gone. Boom. Yeah. Hup. What else do we have in here that could be very handy? Hup. Well, I guess it's time to head outside of this warehouse. Only one way out, unless there's windows. Nope, only one way out. Jump, land silently. Cool.
How do you know?
Wallen told me he saw him talking to the Queen.
I'm sure she was probably barking orders at him again. Looks like this show is packed with A-listers now. Question is, who's headlining?
Things would be a lot easier if Darrow was still around. Yeah, I better get back to storage in case he decides to spring a surprise inspection on us.
Good idea.
Here's someone.
What's up, guys? Looks like I'm back in tip-top shape. I'll be taking those. Come on, please tell me you got a pocket secretary. Where is it? I pressed tab. No, I didn't. I pressed I. There it is. Dorm code. Ah, for the dormitory. From Caspar to Derwin. Caspar Donato. To Derwin Jenkins. This is the last time I'm going to send you the code for your barracks dormitory. I don't care if you have to carry this around in a poxsec, whatever that is, or if you plaster it backwards across your own damn face, so you have to look at it every time you see yourself in the mirror. Remember the damn code. 1385. 1385. Lieutenant Commander Caspar Donato, Bell Tower Associates. All right, gotta find me these dorms. There's probably something handy in them. I do see one chevron on the same, two chevrons on the same level as me. All right, Vision, help me out here. They're really not on the same level. They're like half a floor up, basically. Now, let me be sure that this does what I think it does. Where is it? Jump, land silently. Yes, in total silence. Okay, cool. So even though I hear the footsteps thing, they can't. Oh crap, they might have seen me there if I was not too careful. Zoop. Interesting. What is this building? Hard to say. It does not look like a dormitory, but it could be actually. There's a few. Actually, this could be a dorm, but it would be a very small one, wouldn't it? It's a single story. No basement. Ooh, however, this building has a basement level. Could this be a dormitory? Yeah, there's rooms. Rooms. Staircase. More rooms above. An elevator. A lobby. More rooms. This could be a dormitory. 1385. But it has a basement level. This is what confuses me. And this is like some sort of rec room right here in the basement. I have the code for the dorm, and so far that's my only real lead. So I have to follow that. Although simply gathering more intel could present more options. There's windows I could use here. I don't think they'll see me if I try this because I know there's a door between me and them. Yeah. Carefully with the plates.
Disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe. Elizabeth Duclair, spokeswoman for the WHO, confirmed that the cause of these disruptions has
Shit, why would you open that door so suddenly?
peripheral nerve function.
Ow!
A device which
Huh.
neural impulses directly to the
Wrong place, boy.
Nope. You. I was just trying to watch TV, you asshole. Ooh, good thing they set off no alarm. This was completely an isolated event. Fuck your shotgun cartridges. Fuck your shotgun. This looks very dormish. Hostiles. Why? How? They heard the shots from the... Okay, maybe it wasn't a completely isolated event. 75 credits. Another pocket secretary. Frank to Omega Security. OC3 repairs on the radar tower. That might be where they're jamming me from. We were losing comstat between the receiving antenna's effective aperture and the scattering coefficient. I increased the gain on the relay antenna and replaced the transmitter's power supply. Pattern propagation factors should be nominal, but I'm going to continue running tests on the radar cross-section. In the meantime, our signal-to-noise ratio should be back under normal operating ranges. Oh, and for anyone who needs access to the radar controls, the code changed to 0111, coming from Frank. Not Pritchard, I'm sure. Frank Parson. Very close. It's a Frank P. It's a Frank P. Anyway, like I said, I'm back in tip-top shape here. I fear nothing and no one. With this many augmentations, this much skill and experience, I am invincible.
Inside sources tell me that augmentation giant Tai Young Medical is scrambling to produce enough new and improved biochips to meet the expected demand. This widespread defect, coming so soon after the recent riots, only raises more questions about the problem of human enhancement. Is this...
Yeah, I understand. We still got the hostile music going on here. That's a little concerning. What is this room? Some sort of small command center. I don't know what building this is. Omega Ranch? That is the signal tower, and I am in that building on the bottom. Yep. Started in there, came through here. I'm presently in this room. Correct. So, in this, the penned off area, is the tower. That's the jammer. Dedicated terminal. Let's check the security hub first. It is free access. They have a single camera. That must be the tower itself. So this camera looks like, it looks like it's, that's the tower. It looks like it's like right here. Looks like that's where the camera is, something like that. Boom. That can only help, so. J. Tokaru. Well, J. Tokaru. A lot of good putting a password on your computer did for you. I happen to be an expert at this. One right here. From here we can just grab, boom. A lot of ways up. That's only a 1. Man, we have 17 freaking nukes. We'll just start with a nuke on this one, just because we have so many. Let's nuke the soften. What's this? Shoom. Nice. They're both 3s, so we'll start here, hover over this for the potential. Fortify. Soften nearby nodes. Fortify. Grab. I have 40 freaking seconds. This is a level 4 security terminal, by the way. Can I actually capture one of these? I've never tried.
Access granted.
Oh, once you take over the security system itself, the access just gets granted. Okay, and I had 30 seconds to spare. Man, I cannot be stopped. From Bill Hall to Gian Tokaru. Man, you should hear some. Is there a message first? No. Man, you should hear some of the crazy rumors about this place. I was down near Katong Plaza in the city during my leave last weekend, checking in on my kids back home at some internet cafe. Anyway, there were these 2 locals behind me talking about the ranch. That's here, right? They were going on about what that whole VersaLife / World Health Organization bird flu outbreak that wiped out half the country a few years ago or something. You talking about COVID here? Anyway, all of a sudden, they start whispering, saying it was all part of some crazy conspiracy theory by the government to test some new biological warfare weapon. We had a lot of those theories floating around on social media too. They think it even has something to do with that whole SARS thing 20 years ago. Yeah, people said that same thing about SARS. I remember SARS. Apparently, the ranch is actually owned by the Chinese, and this is all part of some crazy population control scheme. There's even websites devoted to this crap. Haha, it's like we're the new Area 51 or something. Private First Class Bill Hall, Bell Tower Associates. Trevor Moreland to Omega Maintenance. Priority, Loading Bay C cleanup. Can someone from maintenance get down to Loading Bay C and clean up the old DCI lab equipment? That shit is useless and is only taking up valuable space. I'm even starting to get complaints from engineering that some of the seals on the viral coolants are leaking. That shit needs to go. Seals on the viral coolants? Oof. Leaking? Did you just call that shit worthless? All right. Oh, it actually, I didn't even catch that. SATCOM Universal Signal Jammer on. Well, not for long.
You must have done something, Jensen. 4 of our GPL signals just popped up, including yours. Koss, Colvin, Faraday. I'm not picking up Dr. Reed.
Send me the coordinates you do have. And Pritchard, tell Sarif.
I can't. While you were incommunicado, Mr. Darrow invited him, Bill Taggart, and the UN delegates to Panchea. They're halfway to the Arctic by now.
Great.
Okay. I don't know what the implications of that could be. Not quite yet. Damage upgrade. Ooh, we will roll with that. Oh, I forgot I just upgraded all my inventory space. No wonder I was able to accept that. Combine that. Very nice. We'll just leave this like this for now. I'm okay with this, really. We'll further manage that at some other point. I could pick up more explosives, but you know what? I'm just gonna keep my inventory nice and tight. Unlike security around here. Is that blood? Or is that a bullet? Yeah, it was a bullet, buddy. That was a bullet. You should go check that shit out real quick. Hey, I need you over there. Energy bar. Yum. When you've got to blow the lid off of every fucking conspiracy in the world, trust Cyber Boost Pro Energy. And never give up, trust your instincts. Peppy hair, peppy hair, peppy, peppy, peppy hair. Walking back and forth, doom, 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 doom. Walking back and forth, doom, 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 doom. Walking back and forth, doom, 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 doom. Gotta get into this building, I guess. So I turned off the jammer. So that's not the jammer. That's not a dorm. This was the dorm. I don't know where I needed the dorm code. What is this building that's right next to me? Let's take a look at my objectives. Find and speak with Declan Faraday. Was the oldest member of Megan's team. Oh, Declan! He's the guy that's like, blah, 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 Megan, blah, 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 blah. Can I blah, blah, blah? I forgot what he's actually said, but something about peptides or something. He's in this facility somewhere, and I need to find and speak with him. Find and speak with Eric Koss. Eric Koss was the youngest member of Megan's team. Bell Tower nabbed him in the attack as well. If I'm going to rescue everyone, I need to find him and establish contact. Nia Colvin. Oh, Nia's the chick that bumped into that one dude and then blamed him for it. Megan had 4 scientists working with her. Nia Colvin was the only woman. I need to find Nia and let her know I'm here to rescue everyone. Eric Koss, younger. Bell Tower nabbed him in the attack as well. If I'm going to rescue... Okay. And they could be anywhere. Oh wait, I actually have objective markers this time. Ah, there's one in this building, in the basement. And on the upper level of the building next to me, actually on the 2 upper levels of the building next to me, there's 2 more. Fuck. Okay. I guess since there's 2 in here, we'll go for these 2. And then sneak into this, or I have a few options. What does Flo say? Close your eyes, David. Which way are we going? This way. I did just say, trust your instincts. Thought I upgraded up to 5 batteries, not 4. Whatever. Not too worried. Zoop. Walk right in the front door. Find a place to chill. This place seems pretty chill. No cameras. What building is this? What purpose serves this building? Who knows? But I've got to get upstairs. 1 level. Let's see if I go through there. Oh, hold on. If I go through this door, that leads to the stairs that take me up to the first member of Megan's team. But why do I hear this hissing? It's not that fan. There's a computer I could use there, but I'm not too concerned, really. Well, I don't know. Something tells me to go for it. Information is king. I think the heavy patrols by this door, though, and I'm a little concerned. I can see him making his move. Be I wrong about that? Seems I am. Seems safe to look into this computer. E. Blake. Give it a good old hacky hack. We'll do it quick because I don't really know if we're okay here to do this or not. Just fortify only my entry point because that's all. Should be all I need. Fortify is so good.
Access granted.
Got me a stop worm. Samuel to Ewan Blake. Latest issue. Particular H5N1. Swing by my desk. You ever get the feeling we're also sitting on a ticking time bomb? Trevor Moreland. Maintenance. Blah blah. Pointless. Storage reception. Offices, security. 3rd floor, laboratory. Decontamination. Why do I have to keep going through stuff like this? Why? Why is this such a common practice among Bell Tower and other idiots? Serious security in this building. Guy seems pretty chill. Huh, dude's gonna take a little break. Take a load off there a little bit. Yep, just for a second. He can't be caught slacking. Oh crap, he's gonna, oh never mind. Now we're good. There's a security hub there. Could come in handy, but Microgen lab. Storage rooms. I've got an inventory full of stuff. Anything I could ever want is in my inventory right now. Yeah, I don't need the storage rooms. Disable sneaky feet. Get a good look at what's going on down there real quick. Look out for that camera, which is where? There it is. Coven? Is that Nia Coven? Is that who we're looking for there? Yep. This hallway seems particularly tough to deal with. Just have to monitor their movements. They split up. Which hallway are you walking down? You're going this way? Or do you go all the way? You stop about right there. What about the other guy? The other guy gets to about right there. Wait, I don't see him. Oh, there's Nia. I see him looking down the hallway that I'd like to go down. Okay, there he goes. Now he's going to change directions. Seems to be coming right down the hallway here, and he'll probably stop about right there. Let's find out. Right up to the camera. No, he's still going. Did not expect that. 0-0 for energy. Crap. Situations like this never turn out well for me. That camera's gonna pose a problem. 0 for more energy, and boom. Then boom. Got the body out of the way just in time. Camera won't spot that, and I don't think his friend comes back around. Click. Okay. I will be the first to admit that situations like that don't go well for me usually, and that I got somewhat lucky there. There's one more dude on this floor, but if I can avoid having to deal with him, I simply will. Whoop. Gonna tell Nia here that we're getting everybody out. Probably gonna have to have them all stay put and then coordinate some means of simultaneous extraction. Hello, Nia. Bet you never thought you'd see me here.
Get the hell out! This lab is off limits to you people.
Nice to see you too, Dr. Goldman.
What? Wait a second. I know you. You were Seraph's security guy. Way to protect our asses.
Hey, check the attitude, Doc. I nearly died trying to save you.
Oh, and now you're here to take me back. Well, maybe I don't want to go. Maybe I've got more here than I ever had at Seraph.
Would Vasily Savchenko agree with that? They executed him and dumped his body in a ditch.
That's not true.
Believe it. Unless these murderers have you so brainwashed, you don't mind building their toys.
It wasn't a toy. It was a software upgrade that limits functionalities in a biochip. They told me it was for crowd control. Is Vasily really dead? You saw the body?
What was left of it?
Oh my God. I should have listened to him.
Dr. Colvin, I need to locate the rest of the team. But Dr. Reed's GPL isn't broadcasting.
She's in the secured zone. There are guards everywhere.
Then I need a way to get the guards out. A distraction. Maybe a lab accident, what do you say?
After what those bastards did to Vasily? Of course. But one minor incident in this lab won't be enough.
No, but if a couple of other labs go up, simultaneously.
Declan and Eric. Of course. Interesting idea, Mr. Jensen. Ambitious, but risky. The timing will be critical.
I'll coordinate the attack. But you understand that this could all backfire.
I'm no shrinking violet, Mr. Jensen, but there may be another issue.
They're tracking your GPLs, aren't they? I've been wondering how to get around that.
Smart man. Just like Vasily. He had a plan to shut down their tracking and jamming protocols using a virus. Maybe Declan or Eric know something more about it.
It does seem like you've turned traitor somewhat. Not really traitor, but it does seem like you've bought into their cause. Not entirely, though. It seems like you're on the way to buying into their cause. You like this setup, and you even talk down to the guards as if you're superior to them, as if you work here now. You're a very malleable sort, aren't you, Nia? And nothing's ever your fault, is it? Seeing the way you bumped into that guy in the hallway, then blamed him for it. Now you're over here, and you spent a few days with these guys, and you're like, well, maybe I like it here. And then all I say is, yeah, but they killed Vasily, and now you're like, damn it, fuck these bastards. I have to avenge Vasily. You're an incredibly flip-floppy and malleable sort. That makes it difficult to trust you.
Dr. Colvin, I need to know I can trust you. You seemed pretty happy to be here until I told you about Dr. Savchenko.
It's been 6 months, Mr. Jensen.
6 months, not a few days.
Not long for you, perhaps, but how long can a person live in constant fear? Once they took us out of isolation, it just seemed easier to concentrate on the work.
Did all of you feel that way?
Vasily didn't. Maybe not Declan either, but the work we do here, the discussions, and the theories. I thought Seraph's projects were far-reaching, but the experiments I've seen going on here, it's the kind of stuff DARPA dreams up every day.
Only without governmental oversight keeping you in line.
I suppose I'm just a typical scientist to you, right, Mr. Jensen? Blindly pushing boundaries? No care for who's footing the bill or how our discoveries get made?
We all have to live with ourselves at the end of the day, Dr. Colvin.
You're right, of course. But were things so different in Detroit? We all know where those Seraph contracts came from, don't we? You asked me if you could trust me. You can. But you better get on with this.
Before you change your mind? See, that's what I'm worried about.
Dr. Faraday doesn't seem to be working in this building. Any idea where he is?
I think he's in the biomech lab next door. But you don't have to go outside to reach him. There's a skywalk that connects the two buildings. Maybe you can use it.
That is very handy, thank you.
I haven't yet located Eric Koss, Dr. Colvin. Do you know where they're keeping him?
He's working in a lab on the 3rd floor. There's an elevator that might get you there. It's on the 2nd floor, though, and I heard the guard say something about that floor being shut off. But then again, with those neuroenhancements of yours, you might find a way to get into it.
Miss Colvin, no floor is shut off to me.
Okay, wait for my signal, Dr. Colvin. When your GPL starts to vibrate, set off the distraction.
I understand. And I'm sorry for what I said earlier.
Well, until we're out of this and you've done your part properly, apology not accepted. This yours? Resist them, Nia. Oh, from Vasily. Nia, listen to me. You know what they're doing to us. You recognize the tactics. They're giving life by not taking it. Keeping us isolated so that their truth becomes everything. Don't you see the signs? Do not give in to them. Wait, they're giving life by not taking it. Oh, I see. Keeping us isolated so that their truth becomes everything. Don't you see the signs? Do not give in to them, Vasily. I feel she has... Megan! I'm programming blind here. Nia... Oh, it's a reply. Nia wrote, I can't work like this, Megan. How do they expect me to write a program that will run on a biochip I haven't even seen a design for yet? I need to know the layout of the processors. Otherwise, I can't determine which threads should be suppressed and which should be allowed to stay active. Instead of controlling their damn crowd, I might very well end up inciting it to riot. So not only can these people influence people... not only can these conspirators influence the masses through propaganda, selective distribution of information via the news, Eliza Kassan, rumor and lies, but they can also, through these chips, incite people to riot and make them think it's their idea to do it. The masses, that is. So it does give them that level of direct control. It's not just manipulation through the media, rumor, lie, propaganda. It's not just manipulation in those sorts. It's direct control, and they want more. Of course they do. What a skeleton key that would be for anybody whose hands would be called the wrong hands. Nia, you're thinking too narrowly. The positioning of the processors is just a detail. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the input coming into the chip from the nervous system. That's what's generating the individual and/or multi-threads you need to suppress. Focus on isolating those patterns, and I think you might actually get somewhere. But if it makes you feel better, H told me Eric's designing the chip. You've worked with him long enough to know how he thinks. Simply unbelievable. Mr. D, these new samples are simply amazing. Is that Declan? Raymond to Christina, there's no D here. The fragments are definitely human, but present some peculiar, albeit tacit, particularities. But I have to say, this could be it. This could be the break we were waiting for. I've started to work on it, and so far, fragmentation and ligation were not an issue. Fragments were efficiently amplified, and vector insertion reacted as expected. Okay, whatever. This goes far beyond simple augmentation rejection. I think you should inform Mr. Page immediately. I hope you forgive my impetuosity, but I started naming the subjects with the names of the apostles. I believe it's befitting considering the underlying subject and the importance of this leap forward. God, this is so exciting. Raymond, Jorian. Urgent response needed. Attention, the President CEO. Dear Sir, confidential business proposal. Oh. I want the camera to be looking at this door when I open it to see if it does anything. It does not, and standing behind the door does function as sufficient cover against a camera. Oh crap, that put me outside. Right-clicking to try and lean up against the door, maybe lean against the wall, because it just auto-snapped to the nearest surface that Jensen would use for cover. And that put me in visual range of this camera. Okay. So there's a skywalk I can use to get into the building next door. Don't gotta enter through the courtyard. And on the second floor here, there's an elevator that takes me up to, I forget who it was, but one of them. And what's going on over here? An easy kill, that's what. Surveillance grid hub. P. Waltz Ruckus. Surveillance grid. There's the elevator. I am on the second floor. She should have said this floor was blocked off. The floor we're on. There's also going down here and seeing what this is all about, but really, it seems to be just another way to get here. This place is really nice. Check out this lighting, though. This is pretty fucking sick. Skywalk. This way? Oh, this way. Oh, okay. Actually, okay, this is not the same building. I understand. Yeah. We'll go up the elevator first. None of these are interactable. Camera's a real pain. I'm pretty sure downstairs I could use this new hub password, turn off that camera, and just be done with it, but I'm basically done with it already, so I'm just gonna kinda... What is this, security 4? Yeah, that's what they think. Wait, I thought this was an elevator. Okay, it is. It leads to one. This place seems... I don't think these are bodies. Place seems sterile. Yeah, more of these devices. We saw these down in the underwater lab at Rifleman Bank something. Huh. Crack in the wall. If I had the right augmentation, I wonder if I could just break through that. I may end up picking that up at some point as I've got so much praxis now. Okay. Wait, I thought this led to an elevator. Can I even... You're kidding. Doesn't work for me, huh? Gonna have to use the stairs. These ones, specifically. Oh, this elevator would come in handy, but... I never picked up the move large stuff augmentation. No praxis available. It's gotta be the lower set of stairs, so down and all the way around, or just straight across. Keep it going. Do a couple steps this way. Take a left and just move along that way. Stay low though. Suspicious. Whom? Where? How? Where? What? I was low. Oh, that camera way over there? No way. Let's test. Yep. Huh.
Did you hear footsteps?
Nothing you need to concern yourself with, my man. A security hub, however, interests the frick out of me. You should keep yourself a little more on the alert. Need some caffeine, my man? Genuinely asleep. Hey, wake up! Go to sleep! Password, maybe? Colvin's office, 1504. Wait, what? Underwear. Please try to keep this confidential. We've already received complaints from her concerning privacy and some stolen underwear. I know it's a sausage fest here on the ranch, but let's try to respect the few women we have under our protection, all right? Lieutenant Commander Caspar Donato, Bell Tower, Associates. Yeah. That's weird, dude. I'm not saying you're the one stealing the underwear, but that's weird, dude. Very good, Lieutenant. Keep me apprised. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting, for now. You asked me to keep a close eye on the electronic communications between our 5 newest arrivals. For the most part, they seem to be sticking to the guidelines you laid out for them, although there have been a few questionable comments directed to the team leader. I'm not too worried, because she always warned them off immediately. Isolation seems to be working. For everyone except the Russian, that is, Vasily. He's attempted more than once to hack through our restriction protocols to get messages to the others. I suspect he is going to become a serious problem. I'm keeping an eye on him. Well, he's not a problem for you anymore. How are we still getting Nigerian spam email? Yeah. Click. 352 credits. Okay, that should have bought enough time for them to calm down downstairs after hearing my footsteps. Ah, we know your password. Rukus. Good. Shut these off because, yeah, no need. No need. Now, where are those stairs, actually? Okay, I see them. They lead up, and we've been through that already. Okay, good stuff. Unfortunately, that camera that was giving us a little issue earlier, that one in the corner, there, top left, is not controlled by the hub we just hacked or logged into. We're on the correct floor now. This seems easiest. Microgen lab. Owned. Laser grid. If you can call 4 horizontal lines a grid. I've got to get past the grid to get into that office, or take the long way around. Both present their obstacles. The guy outside, that dude, is the one I'm worried about. Perhaps I should worry about neither. Take advantage of this grid turning off as this guy walks by, and just give him a not enough energy. Fuck it. Alright, I'm where I need to be. I really like these Tetris windows. I like these doors. I like these doors. These are a very nice design. They're a very nice design. This whole building is a very nice design. I like this building. You guys get to work in a cool building. That's cool. That's really cool for you. I'm glad you work in such a cool building. Now, we know that door windows don't reveal me, so we can kind of just do whatever we want here. Like, what's up, buddy? Hey, what's going on? You being cool? Yeah, you're being cool. And doors also limit the sound that goes through them, so when they're closed. So yeah, we can even just run around in this room just fine. Got a couple of non-vital scientists here. Let's have a chat.
You don't look like the other security people. Did they call you in to deal with the smugglers? I know they've tried to enter the ranch before.
Smugglers.
We're working as fast as we can. This pressure you're putting on us doesn't help, you know.
Sorry. Are you... What are you doing to the corner edge here of your desk? You're... Are you just pretending to work? It's alright. It's basically what I've done at every job I've ever had, so... That's why YouTube is my last recourse. If this doesn't work, bam! Gonna have to do something desperate, like... Nah, I tried to come up with some kind of funny joke, but it took too long. I failed. Fuck. Leave in the comments if you came up with something quicker than I did. I'm interested in seeing how you would finish that sentence. I recognize you, Mr. Koss. You're the one that wants the espresso machine. And I'm with you on that. Remember me?
What do you want? I told you people not to barge in here. Wasn't the new biochip design enough?
Dr. Koss, I'm here to get you out.
Jensen? From Sarif? But we were told we'd been written off.
Not exactly.
Listen, Jensen. They forced me to work for them. I didn't want to create the new biochip, especially since it was based on Sarif's research, but they didn't give me a choice.
No one doubts.